Well, Paul Felder wants his teammate Sean Brady's nickname to be Brickhouse, and I'm not sure there's a more appropriate moniker for this guy than that. Have you ever seen a fighter respond better to a loss than Sean Brady did against Kelvin Gastelum after he was humbled by Bilal remembered the name Muhammad? This man's wrestling and grappling and sheer physical strength is as scary a proposition, I would think, for any future welterweight contender. And now with momentum reacquired, we'll see if Sean Brady can take that requisite next step. All right, so here's the former University of Missouri wrestler, one Tyron Woodley. First realized the UFC belt back in 2016, and this is a guy who poses a lot of different threats for this UFC welterweight division.
He's a problem. He's a guy that's very tough to prepare for because he has a great wrestling background, but he has this athleticism and this ability to put your lights out with that big right hand that you cannot even focus too much on stopping takedowns. Tyron Woodley is truly one of the best welterweights in the world and one of the best fighters the UFC has ever seen.
Two-time NCAA Division I All-American back in 2003 and 2005, and he certainly carved out a nice niche in MMA. Tyron Woodley, ready to add to his legacy here tonight. Tyron Woodley steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Sean Brady. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Tyron, the chosen one, Woodley.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, Philadelphia, PA is on the map, courtesy of Sean Brady, one of the oncoming welterweight contenders in this division. He would tell you he's the most avoided guy in this division, but the opponent tonight had no problem signing on the dotted line. We'll see if Brady can get his wrestling game going early in this round tonight.
These boys are going at it.
Just out of range with that left hook. Had a big right hand from Tyron Woodley. He was waiting for that opportunity, and as soon as his opponent's guard lowered, Woodley moved in and landed flush. Useful strike there. The hook is clean. All right, so potentially a significant moment here early. A huge uppercut from the wrestler lands flush on the BJJ fight.
I mean, he did a great job of getting his hips back, turning into that uppercut, landing it, and showing the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter that it's not only sprawls, but it's sprawl and brawl.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Brickhouse Brady.
Oh, he lands another shot to the head. I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick. Oh, left hook.
Just over 2 minutes, round one. Swing and a miss by Brady. Brady's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Nice uppercut by the champion.
He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into big double leg, double change.
.45 seconds remain in the round. Woodley's in half guard.
That was nice.
Setting up a sub here. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight.
We may get a finish here with this Von Flue choke, but now he's got to tee up. He's got to get his body off to the side, drive shoulder pressure down, force his opponent to tap.
Stop. It's okay. They know that we're better on the ground. They got away from a lot of the submissions that we put on them.
Boom! Body kick right there, landed perfect.
You ready to fight?
All right, round two. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kick and sing at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Well, he is really seeing things well offensively here tonight, and he's caused a lot of swelling there on his opponent.
You got to address this now because it's only going to get worse. Your opponent is not going to let you off the hook. You've got to move. You've got to change something to try to deter him from going to that spot.
That shot is blocked by Sean Brady. Whiffs on the straight right hand. Well, hard to imagine we would get this late in the fight and have the BJJ practitioner not attempt a single takedown. What gives?
I have no idea. He's not even tried to get this fight to the ground. I don't know what's happening, or maybe something happened earlier in the fight that's deterred him from fighting the fight that we have come to expect from this guy. I mean, I cannot believe what we are watching. That punch.
Him with the straight hand. Great technique on the overhand. Now he's hurt.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you're in the night, that one landed right on the spot.
Well, that overhand, big weapon for him throughout his career. It's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. Well, looks like Woodley's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Under 2 minutes now in round two.
Now he lands a solid punch. Nice block. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg. Nice finish.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly.
Brady's got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now. Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in.
Looking for the guillotine lock right now, and it looks like it's in. He's done a great job of securing it.
Oh, he escaped.
He got out. Wow, that is great submission defense.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the Cutman's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, pretty good back-and-forth action in the previous two rounds. Your expectations here as this next round gets underway?
I expect the action to really pick up. These guys have to lay it on the line as we start to close the end of the fight.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Look to the head there by Brickhouse Brady.
4 strikes to the head.
Both fighters exchanging the pocket here.
Beautiful jab lands.
Woodley's blocking well now. Made the adjustment, protecting what is an already damaged nose. Right over the top, right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Under 3 minutes. Man, this is wild. These guys are both throwing everything with fight-ending intentions.
It's a right hand. Oh, my goodness. There you go. There you go.
Well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground. Trying to set up a choke here. That Darce choke is tight.
He's got the choke in.
Oh, he got out.
He cleared his leg, got back to his back, and created some space between him and his opponent to stay out of that Darce choke.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Great job changing the position and getting that reversal.
All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise there.
I loved it. I loved all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so there's the end of the round. Tough job, but somebody's got to do it, man. Absolutely incredible. Both fighters got stunned. It's amazing to think that we fight on.
We are in the best seat in the house to watch 2 men go out there and really lay it on the line. Both got hurt, but even when they were hurt, neither one of them looked like they wanted to take a step back. This is the exact type of fight they expected and the type of fight that they're delivering to the fans.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. but the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be hard. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Just missed with the left there. There somehow. His opponent's still up.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Woodley. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Getting the mo here. Got to be careful here.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Gonna try to take his opponent's back here, and he does. Now inside the closed guard. Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough. Oh, that gilly is tight.
Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Brady getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. And there you go again, half guard. Great defense by this fighter.
Brady's back in full mount.
Nice transition.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten. Yes, smart adjustment. Yep. Oh, right into mount. This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
And how much more can he take? Well, he's got his back now. Brick house. Brady's really pressing the issue now, and he's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat.
Time,
20 minutes
time.
down, potentially 5 to go. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Connections right up the gut, DC. He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Quick jab.
He's in a lot of trouble now. Oh, back and forth we go.
All right, so he continues to attack that area above the knee and dig it.
Hurt him again. He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, Superman punch. 3 minutes now to go in the fight. There, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness. Oh!
Oh, and he lands another strike to the... Oh!
Big right hand.
Well, they won't need to go bonus begging after this one. They're getting a bonus tonight. This fight has been all action from the opening hole.
I mean, what a phenomenal fight. Both fighters should be very proud of themselves.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Brady's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. With the jabs. Brady gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. 1 minute to go in the fight. Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to the body.
Big shots landed by him now. All right, so there's the final horn. I'm not fond of the phrase, to beat the champ, you gotta beat the champ, right? But he certainly did enough, I think, to beat the champ.
Yeah, I believe he won the fight. It was a close fight. And I know people will yell and scream, oh, he did not dominate the champion. Well, you don't have to. All you have to do is win the fight. And regardless of how it looks, this young man should be crowned the new UFC champion.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Declared the winner by split decision, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Sean Brady!
All right, so there is a new world order at 170 pounds. Congrats to the new UFC welterweight champion of the world.
I can't say I'm surprised. We've seen this guy on his journey to this championship. At every step, he looked fantastic. And tonight, that continued in dethroning the long-reigning champion.